What's up, y'all? It's Calvin here, and I want to holler at you guys about yet another crazy situation that is coming out of Oregon, and this is called IP13 or Initiative Petition 13, and this was filed by a guy named David Andrew Mickelson. I'm sorry about the picture, just the best that I could find so far. You know what I'm saying? I went to LinkedIn and a whole bunch of different places, and I could not find a good picture of this guy anywhere. But at any rate, he has almost 1,100 sponsorship signatures, and if he is able, if him and his supporters are able to get 112,020 signatures by July of 2022, they will be able to have the bill up for vote in November of next year, 2022. Okay, so let's see what's up with this bill. All right, and if you would take a look here, it says this bill would make the intentional killing of an animal, such as slaughtering a cow for beef, animal abuse. If you would tether any farm animal, that would be considered neglect. Okay, and if you would artificially inseminate any animal, that would deem to be sexual assault for like focused breeding. You know what I'm saying? Your best bull with your best heifer, you know, stuff like that to make, you know what I'm saying, the best stock. You know what I mean? That can't be done anymore. That's considered sexual abuse. All right, but you can shag a sheep though by law. You know what I mean? Like military members, so on and so forth. That's not sexual assault. Okay, but if you would do something to make more livestock, you know what I'm saying, to put more life, you know what I mean, to feed more people, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, that is deemed sexual assault. All right, and but however, if we scroll down here, it might not be in this particular article. But there's one particular article though that I saw. It might be this one right here, where you can only neuter and castrate your animals. Like that's okay, but you can't, you know what I'm saying, be able to breed them. So very, very, very curious. Right here. Here it is. This is a different article. This article right here is called the Oregon Ballot Initiative would criminalize hunting, livestock slaughter, and even pest control. All right, and if you come down here, it says that farm animals could only be raised for rodeos, milk, or fur, and could be spayed, neutered, and castrated. But you can't breed them though. You know what I mean? So anyways, hopping back to this article here, if you come down here, you'll see where it says for ranchers, it claims raising cattle would still be legal, but meat could only be harvested after the animal, quote unquote, died of natural causes such as old age. All right, so this is crazy. And this particular situation right here, having to wait of the animal to die from natural causes, that is going to be very significant in just a moment. All right, but anyways, moving back to this particular article called Oregon Ballot Initiative would criminalize hunting, livestock, and slaughter, even pest control. Here's another reason why they are doing this, okay? And if you see here, it says, according to the Oregon Department of Agriculture, its farms and ranches make up 1% of the state's population, which exports 80% of their crops overseas. Okay, so this is bringing in a lot of money. 80% is a pretty good number just for 1% to be bringing in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing that there is quite a bit of money that is coming in from that. All right, and then it goes on to say small family businesses make up 96.7% of Oregon's agriculture sector. Excuse me. So this is who's going to get hurt by this thing. The absolute worst. It's going to be small family businesses, and a lot of these small family businesses have taken so many hits during this pandemic, and this is just another attack to further just blot out the middle class as well as bring society to its knees. Like people are gonna, you know what I'm saying, you just standing there waiting on a cow to die in order to have something to eat. You know what I'm saying? And like that is just absolutely crazy. And it is unlawful in the eyes of God, which you're about to see. which brings me to the scriptures. All right. And first we will start with Leviticus 7 and 9. And this will prove to you that the sacrifices that are being spoken about within the Bible are for food. Okay. And this is, as I said before, Leviticus 7 and 9. Okay. And I'm going to go somewhere with this. Just trust me. All right. And verse 9 says, and all the meat offering that is baken in the oven, and all that is dressed in the frying pan and in the pan shall be the priests that offer it. Okay. So anytime that you was hearing about the Bible talking about offerings and things like that, the daily sacrifice, they was actually talking about food. Okay. It's different than what the Gentiles do. You know what I'm saying? And we are going to go into that just briefly. All right. To be able to give you the distinction between what you know as black people and the rest of these races. Okay. All right. Now, looking at these pictures here, a lot of you come from the black neighborhoods and things of that nature, and you've seen the Asian restaurants, the Indian restaurants, so on and so forth. And if you pay attention sometimes going into these, it might be behind the counter, it might be right there as soon as you walk in, but they'll usually have like these shrines, and sometimes they have food on them. That food is being sacrificed to gods, and anything that you eat out of that restaurant is also sacrificed to a god. You know what I mean? And these people take this stuff very seriously, and it works. All right. And it doesn't have to be a restaurant. It could be a nail salon or like whatever. They can have incense burning, candles, things of that nature. If you partake in that business, you are partaking in the worship and honoring of that God. And it doesn't matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what I believe, because I'm going to show you how this thing works. Okay. Because like with a lot of these Asian stores and stuff like that, we've seen the video footage time and time again where black women will be abused and beaten inside of these stores. And then you will have black men that go in there, wreck shop, and stand up for them. They'll stand outside the building, you know what I'm saying, and try to stand up for these sisters. And they will fight with the black man to get back inside of that doggone business. Whatever it'll be, you know what I'm saying, the hair and nail shop, the restaurants, or like whatever, you know what I mean? And like that is some serious spiritual power, you know what I mean? And that's how it happens, man. Like these people gain rulership, and this is why the Most High tells us not to participate in those types of things, you know what I mean? And he also commands us to be a good steward of this earth and not, you know, take more than what we need, because the law says that you should not have food left over more than 3 days. All right. So just wanted to put that in there to give you a little bit more clarity as far as the differences, or some of the differences. There are a whole lot of the Gentiles and black folks. All right. This is why it's so important to follow the law. All right. Anyways, all right. Now that proves to you that the sacrifices that are being spoken of is talking about food. Okay. So if you come to Leviticus 2, we are commanded by law to kill, you know what I'm saying, our animals that we're sacrificing to eat, okay, and not wait until they die. And you are going to see that. But it says right here in verse 2, same chapter, in the place where they kill the burnt offering, shall they kill the trespass offering. All right. So these are animals that are being slaughtered and then being cooked. You know what I'm saying? And according to God's law, that's the way that you do it. And if you come down to verse 24, it says, and the fat of the beast that dieth of itself, meaning it dies of natural causes, and the fat of that which is torn with beasts, meaning that another animal killed that animal, may be used in any other use, but ye shall in no wise eat of it. Okay, so we were commanded by the Most High not to eat things that just die by themselves or that were killed by other animals. All right, and this law would have you wait until the animal die of natural causes. And I told you guys, when you look at the laws of the Bible and you look around the world, it's the exact opposite every time. You know what I'm saying? It always comes back to this law, man. I'm telling you. So I hope this gives you guys a little bit more clarity of some of the things that I spoke of in past times, because Like they are just steadily, constantly just working their game plan right in front of our faces. And it all comes down to righteousness versus wickedness. And here's your proof right here. You know what I'm saying? They are trying to all have us partake in sin, because once you eat things that are, you know, that have died by themselves, and the person that goes to harvest that animal, you know what I'm saying, and then eats it, they will be committing sin, okay? And it's also not healthy. That's why most animals, they don't eat dead things. And the ones that do, they're scavengers. You know what I'm saying? They've got their own class of, you know, animal, like vulture, hyena, things of that nature. And their anatomy is like built to handle those things. You know what I'm saying? And like people were not built to handle that, because like cats won't eat dead birds. You know what I mean? It's just, and like so on and so forth, like tigers, lions, things of that nature. They all eat living food. You know what I mean? So, just real quick to get into, you know, I'll go ahead and cover it. But in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 20, and it says, "But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils." Okay, so that's crystal clear. The Most High is telling you that he doesn't want you to have fellowship with devils who do not partake in these types of things. All right, and this is exactly what this Oregon law is trying to push people to do, as well as kill a whole lot of family businesses that are out there doing the right things. And when it comes to animal cruelty and things like that, like a lot of these farmers and, you know, hunters and stuff like that, they are more respectful of nature than your average city person is. Because we've seen it all the time with like these rich, you know, people that go out to Africa and they're killing like endangered species and stuff like that. You know, if some of these rich guys would try that stuff in like Alabama or Texas somewhere, man, these dudes would end up getting hurt for real. Because if anybody's been around farmers and things like that, if they notice that you are, you know, like not a good steward of nature, you know what I'm saying? Like not allowing, you know, baby deer to like grow up and things of that nature. Like people get their ass kicked for that stuff, man. Like for real, for real. You know what I mean? And, you know, some of them have worse things happen to them because you're destroying the ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? And like them country folk, they take that stuff very seriously, man. And it don't even matter for like small little fish. If somebody sees you do it one too many times, it doesn't matter that they're a stranger. It doesn't matter that you're white and they're black, you're white. Somebody's going to say something to you, man. Like I grew up within that environment. So a lot of y'all can like vouch for that. So it's just, I don't know where it's coming from that, you know, like stuff is just so cruel. And like, you know, there are some crazy people out there, but like most farmers and hunters, they are very, very respectful of nature. You know what I mean? And I've seen it with my own eyes, man. They'll trap things and like set it free. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. So I hope this resonates with you guys and lets you know what it is that we're up against in Oregon, and for you to pay attention in your particular state to see what is going to be up for ballot next year, any kind of initiatives and things of that nature, because it's just like everything else that I've been telling you guys, all the stuff that you see, you know what I mean? Just think to yourself, what would I do if that happened here? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we'll be able to put our heads together and have some solution. But this particular solution is pretty easy. We could just vote this damn thing down, you know what I mean? And like vote no. All right. So once again, hope this resonates. This is Podroast. Give us this day our daily bread.